Esther Rose has got a new album out. It's called Safe to Run, and over the next couple of minutes I'm going to show you and explain to you why I love it so much and why it is such a good album to run to. Let's get going. Oh, I got a real wedgie this morning, and the watch is on, the music's on, and we're off. Come on, let's go, 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 go. An acoustic guitar echoes through a glove box. We've got 4 chords, a mouthful of chewing gums, an open window, the highway, and freedom. Stay is a song full of sunset beauty. It teases you, it tells you can stay if you want, but that guitar melody races through you like the white lines on a road. You can feel this movement going in 2 different directions. It feels like your body has decided to stay for now, but your mind is packing ready. Your mind is ready to start roaming, and as you are contemplating that, Chet Baker hits you like a bumper car. There's real sparks on the ceiling from the hypnotic G and C chord progression. Lyrically, Esther Rose takes us through some pretty wild experiences from a 23rd year. There's pills kicking in, a car crash, and a warning from the police, and that strumming guitar is strummed in a way which either makes you think you're erasing your past or you're clearing all the dust around you so you can look back into your past and see where you've been. This song somehow has an exfoliating effect, and as I'm running I'm feeling younger, I'm feeling faster and lighter on my feet. Lyrically, there's a come down mentioned in this song, but musically it does the exact opposite to that. It's like hiding under a blanket sliced out of pure daylight. We laugh at our past mistakes and drift through life like a light and fluffy cloud against a blue sky. We Donkey Kong our way to the next level. Spider then comes crawling across your face. It stutters and then finds its strength as it weaves a delicate web around what is the most beautifully placed minor chord I think I've heard in a long time. It compares the trapping of a fly by a spider to a relationship. There are moments in this song where it kind of drops and she says, gotta let it go, and we are willing that fly to escape, and by the end it breaks free from its cocoon. It's amazing on this song how the tables have turned. The spider thinks the fly is trapped, but the fly isn't helpless or scared, and the fly taunts the spider, tells the spider to get undressed before then flies away. And that final chord on that song, to me, it's like end scene, move on to the next story. Safe to Run is a song that heats up more and more as you listen to it. We are buffeted by the relative safety of the aspen trees, which don't burn as easily as other trees, but they are no match for rising sea levels, global destruction. It's a song which threatens to consume us before suddenly cooling at our feet. You know, you can get a breakdown manual for a car where it can show you how to get the engine started again with spark plugs. This feels like a breakdown manual for a human being, where you can get the engine, the imagination going again by simply inserting some really powerful minor chords. I'm flying up this hill today. These are my legs running away from my guitar at the end of Safe to Run, which is hunting me down. Come on, keep on going. After the uncertain future on Safe to Run, St. Francis Waltz feels like we found a home, but this song is woven as lightly as a dream. It's an early morning mist, it's a nap in a wicker chair, and it threatens to evaporate with the slightest tremble of your eyelids. There is that bridge though between the dream world and the real world in this song. She receives a letter from someone because she keeps on appearing in their dreams. So we have the dream world and the real world being connected somehow, and that touching distance between dreaming and reality is something that's very important as this album develops. New Magic 2 takes us to see an old friend where we feel creative and motivated to be as good a version of ourselves as possible, and then New Magic 2 ends on this guitar note which seems to suggest bafflement, as though the idea of settling down even for a little bit is ridiculous, and then we leap into Dream Girl. Dream Girl occupies a different sonic space to the rest of the album. I feel it's really compact, it's tight like a calf muscle, and I think there in this fictional narrative is the energy and propulsion needed to move you forward. We are asked why we all love to hate that Dream Girl, and that guitar melody melody has her roller skating around our mind, and we realise, no, we don't hate her. We all want to be that dream girl. I mean, who isn't motivated by that dream life? Who isn't motivated by that? The ease and perfection of dream girl is then sliced up and weighed down by insecure. No worries if not is one of my favourite opening lines to a song, and it really makes you think, is she being genuine on this song, or is she taking the piss? She's saying sorry for being insecure, and it all sounds very delicate and fragile, but there's something of the 23-year-old Esther Rose in there from the Chet Baker song. A part of me thinks she's stroking this male ego, the male from the song Dream Girl, who says Dream Girl would have been nothing if he hadn't noticed her. It's kind of stroking his ego, saying, yeah, right, you tell yourself that. Dream Girl was always going to be a star. She didn't need you. And that's one of the things I really love about this album. Esther Rose is so cheeky on it, and she's kind of one step ahead of you all the time. Levy's song is rebellious again. It's about someone who has no trust in the music scene, and again is like a bad girl, and she's successful on her own right. This album flows in a way that you carry the knowledge of earlier songs with you, just like you do in life. You carry your past experiences with you through to being an adult, and I think we are constantly aware of that spider, the relationship between the spider and the fly, the recklessness of being young. It feels to me like this album is a tug of war. It's a battle between settling and being free. Full value seems to exist beneath the come down blanket on Chet Baker. There's a loose and rattling guitar string on this song which seems to toll like a bell all the way through it. It feels like a looming deadline. A decision needs to be made. There are flashes of passion and that rather shitty feeling that someone is getting their money's worth out of you, and then the song dissolves into what feels like a therapy session. It's golden, it's uplifting, it's magical, and then when Esther says it sounds about right, that feels like a real moment of healing. Right there in that moment, it's as though the battle between the spider and the fly has come to an end, and the final song explains it all to us. Album closer, Arm's Length really is perfect. You've got Jesus taking himself too seriously, while Esther wants all the sins and she wants to be a saint. At the same time, it captures the contradictory nature of this album perfectly, and it makes it self-knowing, funny. People are getting too hung up on stuff, and this album really just tells you to be happy, be yourself, don't worry about it too much. I'm done. What a great run. I love running to that album. You should really take it for a run yourself. There's a lot going on there. It's very philosophical. Musically, it's just perfect musically. I just love everything about it. And that thing, keeping you at arm's length. Yes, there is this battle going on, and it could be between kind of like what's expected of you as a normal life and just being free, being artistic. It could be what's expected of you as a woman and what kind of like the pressure the men put on you. And it just reminds you to have fun. Treat this life sometimes like a computer game. Okay, that's what she says at the end. Treat it like a game, and kind of don't see it as a sentence. Don't see it as, oh, if I do this is wrong, it's a sin. Just be yourself, be free. And I don't know, there's so much magical moments, and for me it represents like what it is to be a woman. And I think even on the song Safe to Run, the destruction of the planet there feels like a woman. It's I don't know, it's protecting things, and I don't know, knowing what you want and what's expected of you, and keeping kind of what's expected of you at arm's length. Don't dispel it completely. Keep it there so you can kind of reach it, just like you do with your dreams in the real world. Everything is kind of, keep it close, don't get rid of it, but at the same time, maintain your own trajectory. I hope that makes sense. Take it for a run. Let me know what you think. I'm a running punk. You should be a running punk too. Love you. Bye.